Hey everyone, my name is Caitlin Straight, and I am a virtual assistant mentor and Facebook marketing strategist for virtual assistants. So I help women that want to become a virtual assistant or up level their current virtual assistant business. And I really quickly went through and made this work with me template and a homepage template. It's basically a copy swipe file. So you can take it and use it to help you out when you're working on your homepage for your website or working with your Work With Me or portfolio page on your website. So what this means is it's just the copy, like how you come up with the words exactly for those 2 pages, right? And I wanted to make this video really quick because my worksheet kind of doesn't explain things really well. It's a bunch of words. And I like visuals, and I like telling people exactly what I meant out of this worksheet, right? So this is just the first page of it here. Oh, and it's not gonna let me scroll down. There we go. All right, so your Work With Me page. Here's what you should outline as a virtual assistant on your Work With Me page or your services page. This is pretty much you're telling people like the services you offer, your packages, your rates, what exactly working with you looks like. And a lot of virtual assistants just jump right into it and they're like, oh, here's my packages, here's what I can do for you, okay, see you later. They don't really explain like what that means or what working with them means and what that exactly looks like. So it's a really good idea to have what exactly will happen when you work with your ideal client and what that means. What's a typical day look like working with you? Do you check in with your client periodically throughout the day? Do are you in constant communication with them? Do you have limits on that? Does your client need to send you things throughout the day, or do you have like a task list that's gets sent in the morning that you need to, say, okay, I'm going to work on X, Y, and Z for you today, and I'll let you know when I get done with it. What exactly does it look like when a client works with you, right? So also include links to your content in a valuable way. So what this means pretty much is, yes, you want to show off your portfolio and examples of things that you've done, but it looks a lot better if you can kind of talk about what exactly you were trying to do for a client or what exactly your examples are. So if you can say like, I worked with my client, Julie, for 3 years as a virtual assistant, and I helped her redesign her website. We worked on some graphics together, and I really got her social media presence going. So in that sentence, I could link to her website. I could link to maybe a page with just her graphics and her social media portfolio within that sentence versus just throwing a bunch of images and pictures up of things that I've worked on or that you've worked on as a virtual assistant. That doesn't really mean anything. Because sometimes when you land on people's portfolio, unless you're looking for something super specific, like they're just a graphic designer or they're just a web designer. Okay, so they're going to have a showcase of those types of things on their site because that's exactly what they do. A virtual assistant might do a bunch of different things. You might work on websites, you might just do social media, you might be doing graphics, you might be doing blogging, research, phone calls, all of these things. And some of these things you can't really show an example for because how are you going to show an example of a phone call that you did or that you worked on phone, calling people back for a client or something like that. But you can link these types of things in your content when you talk about these different things that you did, okay? So you can also share some personal details about you and don't forget a photo. A lot of people really focus on making their website look really pretty and nice and great, and all of that's great, but I also want it to function really well for you. And I want to see your face. I want to see, a name to the face to this website. You got to bring this human capacity back into websites. People want to see who you are. People want to see your credentials. If you have any credentials, if you've gone to school for graphic design or you have some kind of awards or anything like that, your qualifications, what makes you qualified to be a virtual assistant? Do you have work experience? Do you have examples? How long have you been in business? That kind of stuff. People need to know that. And what makes you different from other virtual assistants? What makes you, the person to hire over the next one? Why should I hire you over the next VA that I look at? Just talk about that and share your personality a little bit if you feel comfortable. People need to connect with people. You are a person, you're not a service. And a lot of virtual assistants kind of forget that. They're like, oh, I do social media and this, that, and the other. Okay, but who do you do that for, and what exactly do you do for that person? If you specialize specifically in helping, food bloggers, you can really get into the nitty gritty about, how you love working with your current bloggers, and you help them optimize their websites, and you love working with their recipes and editing their videos, and it makes you hungry when you work on them or whatever. Show a little bit of your personality and why you really love to do what you're doing. Okay. And your inspiration about becoming a virtual assistant and starting your business. Maybe just put a little blurb about why you're doing this, why you love what you do, and why you started your business. It's because you need to be location independent. You need to be flexible with your work. You wanted to stay home with your family or your kids or whatever. Include some testimonials if you have them here, and then include a call to action. When somebody finds your Work With Me page or your portfolio page or whatever, they go through all this work and they read everything and they're like, okay, great. Well, then what do you want them to do after they read this? Do you want them to book a call with you? Do you want them to email you for more information? Include a button here at the bottom saying exactly, want to work with me, fill out this questionnaire and I'll get back to you today and we can start working together, or fill out this appointment calendar so I can call you, or whatever. Put something here. So this is the general layout of your Work With Me page, right? So what exactly you want to happen the typical day, okay? Links to your content in a valuable way. We went through that. Share personal details, photos, what makes you different, credentials, anything like that. Your inspiration, why you're doing this, why you started, testimonials, and then your call to action on the bottom here, okay? So this is your home page. So this is super important too, and this is something a lot of people kind of forget about, okay? It's first page, and they're like, oh, we got them to my website. Now I'm just gonna forget about the home page. No, it's super important. It's the first page of your website. You gotta make that good impression, right? So you want an attention-grabbing headline at the top. I'm a virtual assistant that can save you time and money. Or are you tired of slacking in your business and you need more time? What is your pain point that you're trying to get across to your ideal client? You should know them, because you should know your clients really well, and you should know what exactly they need help with. If you only specialize in Pinterest for, health coaches, you could say, are you ready to get your Pinterest, I'm awful at making headlines. Are you ready to get your Pinterest optimized so you can start creating money and getting clients through Pinterest and getting, more hits on your website or more blog readers or whatever? Create something that it's attention grabbing, that'll make people go, oh yeah, I need that. Oh yeah, I want to learn more. Oh, I need to keep reading this. That's something I need help with. And the way you get to know these headlines is by figuring out your ideal client's pain points, what exactly they need help with right now, and how you can solve that. Okay, so that should be right up at the top. Introduction about you, make it quick and to the point. Hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm a virtual assistant, and I can help you do X, Y, Z in your business. Okay. So then why should they care? What's in it for them? How do you help them save time, money, their sanity, whatever? So why should they care about what you can do for them? Versus just saying, I'm a virtual assistant and I help bloggers optimize their website and fix their blog posts. Okay, that's great. That's something that you can do, but what is in it for them? Remember, this is all about them. It's not about you. So what can you do for them exactly? Outline that here. So then your call to action, again, what's the purpose of your homepage? To get people on the phone, to email you, to get people on your appointment calendar, to go to your Facebook page, to message you? What is the point of getting them on your website? What is the action that you want them to take out of this? So you could put a button here outlining that. You could put a link. I mean, maybe not just paste the whole link. Hopefully you'd have some text here, book a call with me today, and then link that, okay? An opt-in here if you have one, if you want. This is kind of optional if you want to get people on your email list. And make sure you're not using jargon. When you're speaking to your client, make sure you hit their pain points and why do they need you now. So don't get super, if you are trying to target, someone that works in, creating apps or creating something super technical and like those technical terms, you could start your web developers, like you only target web developers. You could talk like they talk, but don't get too over wordy, right? Just try to keep it simple, try to add a little bit of your personality. If you only work with food bloggers and you want to insert some food blogging humor or some foodie, facts or some, whatever, you can do that, but only add it if that's you speaking, that's your personality coming out. Don't try to be cutesy or funny or whatever if that's not actually you. So hit their pain points, okay? You need to outline and be really clear on why they need you right now. Like, how will you help them save them time and money right now? What can you do today that will change their business? Why do they need to click that, book now appointment thing or link today, right now, as they're reading this? Don't make this something they land on your website, they read it, and they're like, oh, well, maybe I'll hire her next month. No, why do they need you right now? Okay, so that's something you really got to kind of, don't be, bossy about it, and don't have like all caps and red letters everywhere. But just, outline their pain points. I can help you save time and money in your business by taking your social media off your hands and getting you results with it. I can get you results with your email marketing by getting you, replies and get you appointments on your booking calendar. Specifically outline what exactly you can do and what the results are of those actions that you can do for them, or those, whatever you're doing, what the result of it, what the end goal is, okay? So I think that pretty much covers all of this. So if you have any questions about it, let me know. Pretty, I think, simple stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of make this video because it kind of goes over everything versus just sending you this document and you kind of going, well, I don't really know what this is. So I hope you got something out of it. And thanks for watching.